The Oblivion virus. Genetically engineered. Its only symptom? To make the infected more docile, lethargic, and easy to control. Developed by the Syndicate as a way of ruling the planet. Somewhere in the well-defended orbiting space station is the only known antidote. That's where you, Nate Remus, come in. You're one of very few with a natural immunity to the virus. You've arrived at the station, but your elite anti-terrorist team has been reduced to 2. You and one lowly private. Find the antidote and get out. It's going to be a long day.
Well, I feel radical, don't you? That private's dead immediately. I should do an intro. I didn't realize it was going to boot me into the game. And welcome to ARA NGC 6397. I'm doing that from memory. I'm hoping it's right. You know almost as much as I do at the moment. Not really sure what's going on or what I'm meant to do here. The person I assume I was meant to be protecting is now dead. But we're immune. I'm going to guess this is us because they're shooting at us and they seem bad. I don't really have time for a proper intro. I should probably do something. Click one of these buttons when they go blue. Once we're in a safer position, I'll do more. That wasn't ideal. Oh, you're alive now, so this is like Groundhog Day situation. Sorry, I didn't expect you to die so soon. I'm gonna try going this way then. Nope, that wasn't the answer either. Oh, this might be a certain type of game that I'm not ready for. It might be a timing-based puzzle. I suppose I'm going to wait till they're all down like this and then try and make a run through it. I mean, right now. Nope, that wasn't the answer either, apparently. Oh, that guitar riff. It's like I'm in an episode of Law and Order with slightly more lasers. That's not how you do it either. There is a manual available for this game. Unfortunately, it is all in Spanish, and there does not seem to exist an English manual of it. We'll be going into this as we go through the game. It looks like I am safe to do the intro. Welcome everybody to ARA NGC 6397. This is some sort of sci-fi cyberpunk thriller, and I know very little about it. I picked it up basically sight unseen because I thought it would be funny. And as usual, there will be research done after the fact, so you will be learning more about this game than I know. ARA NGC 6397 is a shooter/adventure game from 1998, developed by Artec Studios Limited for old Windows, and published by a studio called I. Hoffman plus Associates Inc., which sounds more like an insurance company or accountancy firm than a game studio. It's a cyberpunk sci-fi thing. Artec Studios were a publisher and developer from Canada, founded in Ottawa, Ontario in 1982. They started by making games for the ColecoVision, Commodore 64, and ZX Spectrum, and developed right up to the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. They're probably most famous for licensed titles and games based on American game shows, and a remake of Q*bert from 1999. They went out of business in 2011. Hoffman and Associates, also known as H+A, were a Canadian studio formed in Toronto, Ontario in 1992. When I search that name, the first things that come up are an estate agent and a gynecologist. They released a handful of games in the mid to late 90s. A small handful, like a pixie's hand. I've never heard of any of them, but they bounced between unwieldy titles and overly basic ones. From Nikolai's Mysteries, The Mystery of the Black Windows, Gord @K, and Toy Makers, to 1997's Moto Extreme. They were seemingly active up until 1999, then disappeared. There's really not much information on them online. They won Goodwill Toronto's prestigious Employer of the Year award in 1996, and their website now directs to an unbelievably shady-looking Indonesian gambling company. I need to stop clicking those buttons. Nothing works. Oh my god. I'm gonna try and save this private.
Shoot this guy on the left.
Shoot the door open. Shoot the light. I can't shoot the guy, can I? Shoot just random people on the ground. Do confirmation taps to make sure they're dead. It's very late at night. This might have been the wrong choice for a video. I see no more bullets. Is there a chance we can do this now? I'm going to go insane already.
Get this guy on the left.
I don't know which one of us said that. There's been very little in the way of an intro. That's better. It was this button, obviously. Oh, Jesus Christ. Shoot. I see a head. God, I'm good. Do we think there's going to be, like, 400 people coming out of this lift? Stop doing the cool guitar lick at me. I understand you're radical. It was the 90s. It was the style at the time. I still see a little red head above that barrel. Oh, look at me aim. It's locking my cursor into place in this very small rectangle that you can see here. Come on, pop out. See, there's still red there. I must need to... Oh, there we go. Hey, Private, come with me.
Private, come with me.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I'm selecting options here. I don't know why they've given me this when there's only one option, but it's almost like a comic book, which is the most radical form of media.
You take the right, I'll take the left.
Yes, sir.
That wasn't awkwardly clipped at all. I have no idea if this is autosaving, by the way, or if there is any interface. I'm gonna press the... Oh, Christ, can you shut up for a second? I played the CDI game Thunder in Paradise starring Hulk Hogan recently. I'm more than queued up for this. You wish you were him. Nobody should wish they were Hulk Hogan, for various reasons. Am I the best there's ever been at ARA NGC 6397? My brain has to work so hard to remember that title every time I say it. It doesn't exactly flow off the tongue. Do we think there's going to be a stop to this? We might already be in fast-forward territory for you. The guitar has even given up. It's now mystery piano like you'd find in an Inspector Clouseau movie. Oh, I've blown something up. I really need to pay more attention to this sort of thing. I'm pressing the escape key. Let's hope we don't have to start again.
Premature shutdown initiated.
Okay, there is literally just an exit. There's no settings. It appears to be locked to 640p. So that's what you're seeing right now. I'm hoping it's capturing correctly. If not, it's going to be a nightmare for me in the edit. Let's get into the cool neon lift. I was about to say I'm assuming the year is 6397. That doesn't look right. I'm gonna guess this is from like 20XX, as games in the 90s loved saying.
Sergeant, let me in.
Front door.
Open the damn door.
I'm trying.
Sir.
Oh. I'm all the way back! What? What? But I set them all on fire! Oh, Jesus Christ, this is gonna be an absolute nightmare, isn't it?
I'll take the left.
Yes, sir.
This guitar is gonna make me go insane. Is that all of them? I wasn't paying attention the first time because they just kept spawning. Let's just go.
Sergeant, let me in.
It's not working.
Open the damn door, sir.
Oh no. Good news, everyone. I've figured out how to skip some of the cutscenes, so now it's like I'm only losing about 15 seconds of progress each time. Unfortunately, that also means I've only made about 15 seconds of progress total, which doesn't feel good. I've been recording for already a little bit. Am I meant to just shoot the door?
Not working.
The damn
Not
door,
working. Not working.
sir.
You follow me to the right side.
Yes, sir.
But what the hell is this? I was just clicking the exact same things as I was before, and now it's different. God, don't make me learn multiple things at once. My heart can't stand it. This game is properly obscure. ARA NGC 6397 doesn't have a Wikipedia page. The Moby Games listing is rather brief. You can't buy it anywhere, and there's very little in the way of user scores or retrospective reviews. It's got an entry on GOG's Dream List feature, but only 21 upvotes and no user stories. This thing came and went almost anonymously, which made it quite difficult to write this script. Googling the game brings up only vague, sparse entries on gaming database sites, with the same copy-pasted paragraphs about the plot and gameplay, and things like a Reddit post on r/tip of my joystick titled "A space-themed point-and-click game with a killer monkey?" The English language manual is apparently lost media. I only have access to the Spanish one, a language I neither speak nor respect. Suffice it to say, this is one of the most abandoned abandonware games I've ever seen. Interestingly, despite the complete lack of support and the fact that it came out in 1998, this game works natively on modern machines with no issues. Just run the exe and it boots up on Windows 10. That's very refreshing for something this old and odd. No retuning or re-release needed, I suppose. Although it is locked to 480p, which is unideal. This is a very figure-flattering outfit. What the hell was that? Was that over the shoulder cam? This is the problem. I'm now terrified of moving forward until I know that nothing else is here. So I'm gonna have to stand here for about 15 or 16 seconds to make sure I don't get zapped in the abs. Oh, now I'm just back here. Why was that different? Bye, Private. I've decided I'm leaving you behind, apparently. Oh god, what am I looking at? What the hell is happening? This is baffling. This game desperately wants to be an action Brian De Palma, and it's not quite succeeding. I'm assuming I can be killed by any of these people. Loading? Okay, I'm here now. You can stop with the guitar solo. I don't know what to expect. I don't know if I could fully explain what's even happening. I get that this is trying to be a fast-paced, frenetic shooter, but the mechanic of having to wait to make sure you aren't going to get popped means that there's this awkward, quiet section after every fight where we're just left to reflect on our own actions. Keep shooting, I guess. Luckily, shooting them in the kneecaps does wonders. He didn't even fire a bullet that time. That guy just fell over. He's not dead, he's pretending. There's only 2 or 3 guys there. That seems like not a lot. Genuinely one of the strangest OSTs I've ever heard. Oh, right there. You took your time. That was a full, 10-15 seconds after I killed the last guy. But I think if I had moved, I would have died. So I need to wait longer. Oh, I'm breathing heavily, I'm puffed. I'm not able to aim right now, so I think I'm safe from combat, and I'm only able to interact with this boy.
Meeny, meeny, miny, mo.
That was just some guy doing that effect. Swoop. Was that a failsafe or was that meant to happen? I'm praying that it was meant to happen, because I don't want to go through all that again. Is that me?
What's going on? Where in hell am I? I don't drink. So whose hangover do I have? Oh yeah, right.
It's fine, I just wasn't expecting me to be bald. He's so eerily still. Can't aim in this mode either. Why'd they capture me, do we think? I'm gonna try and call the plot. They're gonna try and use my blood, or other bodily fluids, to try and make their motivation-killing virus even stronger. This is basically like Normality, that adventure game I played recently. Recently, it was probably 6 months ago.
Empty, and me without an evening gown.
I don't appreciate that he's trying to quip. That irritates me to a huge degree. Is this a point-and-click adventure game now? There's no more shooting and we have no weapons. If we're going to get in combat, it's gonna be with fists. Angry, angry Nate fists. I can't even remember if Nate was his name. It said it once, man. I'm not expected to remember that sort of thing. Unless he says it to himself in a moment of levity, like, oh, it ain't looking good for old Nate Jonathan. I'd like you to look out this door. No, look around the room fully. Look in the computron. There might be something good there, like your name or why you're here.
Let's you and I spend a little quality time together, shall we?
I loved that line reading. I'm pressing on the screen, but it's not doing anything. Do I have to use the mouse?
Someone's comm badge. They won't mind if I borrow it for a while.
That was not a mouse. That was a comm badge. How silly of me. Whose comm badge do we have? Could you read the title on it? We'll try guest. Nate Remus, that's the one, that's our name. It wasn't Nathan Jonathan, that was a long shot. So we have quarters? That might have been our comm badge. We might be home. Enter password for Gracie. Oh, we don't even get the opportunity to enter a password for Gracie.
Computers. Standard G1X ventilation outlet.
You remember that, but not where you are or why you're here. It's blocking off more and more of the screen. This is typically where I'd scan through some interviews with the creators to find fun facts or interesting snippets from the game's development. Good luck finding anything like that. I can barely find evidence of these people existing, let alone an in-depth interview about their creative process. Searching various combinations of Artec plus Hoffman plus Associates plus ARA NGC 6397 game across multiple search engines returns very little of note. I got desperate and widened the search to include the more business side of things. I even tried to find something on the publisher's Goodwill Toronto Employer of the Year award from 1996. I'm not certain that ever existed either. I'm frantically assembling scraps into the shape of a script here. One of these doors. I don't know how complicated this is going to be, or how difficult, or how long. I don't think I've ever felt more lost while playing a game. And it's not because I don't understand the controls or what's going on necessarily. It's because there was just no sort of build-up or preparation or exposition. It just starts in media res, which I can appreciate, but I don't know if this is doing it intentionally or not.
It's time I should think about getting out of here.
Oh, we're so grizzled. Access! I don't think this fits in.
Access.
Access granted.
Oh, it's an Xbox situation. It's quite pretty. I have low standards for this sort of thing, though. I think every adventure game's kind of pretty. I appreciate an old 90s art style. I'm assuming this is from the 90s. I have done no research. I'm living in a world of blissful ignorance right now. I can't even access the manual, like I said earlier, unless I fade every image into Google Translate, and I'm not willing to do that. So we're just gonna get through this ourselves, like God intended. God had no hand in this.
Access denied.
Nobody home. Probably a good thing.
I tell you, one thing I'm going to be looking up is the voice actors, because they're doing a fantastic job, really setting the scene.
Access denied.
Well, I'd say this looks pretty empty anyway.
I cannot figure out if this is a parody or not.
Access denied.
Locked. And nobody around. Access.
Access denied.
Something moving. I gotta get in there.
There's something... I didn't see anything different from any of those other rooms. Also, I was about to comment on how horrible they look, but I don't actually believe that in my heart. I have spent the last few days completely emptying my office of any extraneous nonsense. Piles of books, wall art, belongings in general, and I'm so much happier. I like a sparse room. Sparse, wipe down surfaces, that's the thing I love most. Aside from, you know, my loved ones or whatever. Go down this lift. I assume it's a lift. It might be a death chamber. Now, Nathan, I see that you're just sort of standing there. That's not really what I wanted you to do. Is there anything I can interact with in here? No, this is just a friendly pod that you can relax in. Cool, get out. He doesn't want to get out either. Oh God, what have I done? Hang on. Oh, I can click down. I can click down. It's all fine.
Let's go down.
Whether this is the enemy base or my base, I'm concerned that there's no one around. Maybe the virus has escaped containment and gone even worse. I don't know if you can hear this on the microphone, probably not. I have my sound settings set up perfectly. But there's a guinea pig underground in circles on my floor right now, squeaking at me. And yet every time I open the office door, she goes back under the chair that she sleeps under and just looks at me. She is currently sitting under the door handle, looking up at it, and then looking back at me. I'm gonna go over and open this door door now. If she runs back under the chair, I'm going to be very annoyed because she's been in here for like 3 hours. Thank you. What do we have in this room? Chow dispensers. I've never said the word chow out loud before. I don't like how it sounds in my mouth.
Let's see. Just like Mom's.
I don't know what those are. Are they noodles? But I didn't see any solids go in there, just liquids.
Ugh.
What did you just do with it?
Man never knows when he might need a plastic stirring stick.
Oh my god, you pricks. I was almost going to just leave that window. Which direction am I facing now? This is a nightmare for navigation. Is this a shower or is it going to kill me?
Foreign organisms detected. Access denied.
Am I pregnant? Is this an M-Preg game? It's all coming together.
Let's keep our space station beautiful.
I hope you kept the fork.
Collect my recycling credits. Ugh, now I've really lost my appetite.
I don't know if I can check my inventory. I don't know what any of the buttons are. I might have to resort to looking up this Spanish manual.
A data organizer. Maybe something incriminating.
On who? For what? You don't know where you are. I'm wishing this game had a modern contrivance of adventure games, which is the hotkey to display all available things you can click on. That's a wonderful feature that we don't appreciate enough as a species.
Now, how do we get this thing apart? I could rip it off, or I could use a screwdriver.
This is a parody. This has to be a parody. Or I might be towing the line. It's incredible. I'm so happy, whatever it is. Is there a tool chest anywhere? Maybe just sit down.
No, I've seen that one. Nope. Nothing but reruns.
Is that all military stock footage? I dread to think. Are these shelves or a TV screen or what?
Aha, circuit breakers.
I never would have guessed that. Well, yeah, shut down everything. Good talk. The name of this game isn't just a string of random nonsense. NGC 6397 is a cluster of stars in the Milky Way, and they make up part of a constellation called ARA, so that's all cleared up then. Although why it's in all caps, I don't know. ARA is Latin for altar. In Greek mythology, it was thought to be the place the gods formed their alliances to defeat the Titans. If you don't know anything about Greek mythology, which to be honest I don't either, there's a few tiers of immortal god boys. It goes primordials, then Titans, then your run-of-the-mill gods. The gods got annoyed with the Titans and there was a war, which the gods won. Some of this is lodged in my head from a terrible book of Greek myths from the 1950s by a writer called Roger Lancelin Green that I leafed through as a teen. I still own it. I've been meaning to get rid of it for quite a long time. He kept stopping to say things like, "Remember everyone, these people were primitive, they didn't know that Jesus is our one true Lord," and talked about Oedipus and his blinding without actually mentioning the whole incest thing. Weird. Anyway, what was I talking about? This section got away from me a little bit. I'll put you back in the game now. Sorry. Oh, what is that? I don't know what anything is. It's too space age. There's a negative photo of a person there. I hope it's a person. Get in the seats. Maybe it just cuts your hair. Looks a little bit like it's from the video game Fallout. That was it. We didn't get a screwdriver from that. We just got a look inside Nathan's brain. Don't know if that gave me anything. Also, stop smiling at me. I don't like your face. Back the way you came? Maybe we missed something on the walls? I don't know why I would go back upstairs. I don't have any way of getting into that one door. Why are you sitting back down, you idiot? I need a password for this. I need a screwdriver for the panel. I need some information about circuits, fuses, whatever.
About getting out of here.
I don't know if the markings on our head, by the way, are a cool tattoo or a Chris Morris style birthmark. Gorbachev? Would that be a more universal reference?
Let's go down.
We're already as low as we can get, Nate. Knock over this vase. Oh, never mind. I can't do anything here because this is in the way. Well, I never used this data pad either. Wait, hang on. Probably just a USB drive. Plug that into my Computron upstairs. Back into the lift. Could this be Gracie's? Nope. Never mind. God damn you.
Aha, coat hangers. The perfect tool for all your breaking entry needs.
Is that really what I need to get into that door? I just thought I'd take another look around. I should have expected that it would be some absolute nonsense. It's an adventure game.
Standard issue DV6 titanium toilet.
Time to Ewan McGregor this puzzle.
There's nothing like a good titanium toilet.
I wasn't expecting to see him piss. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's just that games usually shy away from that sort of thing. Unless you're David Cage.
Yes, it's always good to wash up before you start wasting people.
I'm so glad they let me wash my hands. I would have railed against that for half an hour. If I had to go through the rest of this game with urine-soaked fingers.
Access.
Access granted.
There's something perversely satisfying about beating high technology with a coat hanger.
That should kill you. I don't know what the hell you even did, but it should have resulted in your death. I like the silly gaming chair they've got going on. In the future, everybody's fallen for that fake ergonomic nonsense. Everybody's got those horrible techie bucket seats that all the big YouTubers have.
Hey, come back here.
Please let go. Don't hurt me.
Sit down. Com number.
Gracie, 53206.
Gracie, you're Gracie! I wasn't expecting to see another human being. Can I rough you up more? That's literally all we have to ask him. We're not going to ask him about what the hell is going on, why we were locked up. Well, we weren't locked up, but what's going on? Also, I did not write down that password that he just gave me. So if I have to type that in manually, this video will end very soon. Can I take anything else from your room? I could just bully you for a while. I'm gonna mess with your air conditioning.
The ventilation system. Maybe this is my back door into the lab.
If you insist, I thought you were already in the lab.
Now I have to carefully offer.
It's very disconcerting to see him standing here and also standing here. I understand what they're going for stylistically, but I don't think it fundamentally works in the way they're using it.
Oh, I hate tight spaces.
It's not a particularly tight space. Also, where am I going? Maybe I need some sort of confidence-improving pill. Or not. I couldn't do one single pull-up at chest height. Alright.
Uh-oh. What's going on? Where in hell am I?
Oh, there is no menu. There's no saving. I'm gonna have to do every single part of that again, aren't I? I mean, we had barely done anything, I suppose. No, I was thinking they were doing something clever here for a second. I shouldn't have given the game this much credit. I thought they were doing a Groundhog Day clone situation, where I'm getting cloned and revived every time I die, and that I was going to see a puddle of gore here. Just the same thing that'll kill me again, so I guess we go. Like I said, information on this is light, so I decided to research the publisher just to fill this script out. This took scouring through captures of the Hoffman & Associates website circa 1999, so you'll get what you're given. Weirdly, there's no mention of this game on their website. It's like even they forgot about this. I have a handful of interviews with the company founder and CEO Isabel Hoffman from 1998 and the beginning of 1999. A self-styled entrepreneur and business mogul who grew up wealthy across Switzerland and Portugal, got a degree degree in maths and a master's in computer science, and keeps being referred to as one of Canada's top young entrepreneurs. In an interview with Computer and Entertainment Retailing, she says, "Our motto is enhancing the imagination and creativity," which is very businessy. The articles mainly talk about how she got lots of business awards and signed a lucrative distribution deal with Mitsubishi. They basically never mention the term video games. The things H&A publish are exclusively referred to as recreational media, entertainment software, or non-linear digital content. She's very proud of their Nikolai series of edutainment games, and talks a lot about having a go-getter attitude and the art of the deal. She opened a CD-ROM training center at one point, which offered $5,000 15-week courses and got mixed reviews. "I never even met Isabel Hoffman. She just kind of breezed by once." In one interview, Hoffman mentions getting sick of Canada and wanting to move the whole company to the USA instead. "The people are less culturally insecure, and the politicians don't act like they have a God-given right to meddle in the private sector." At one point, she talks about embracing online gaming. "That's where we're going. Digital content providers for the new wave of entertainment education software." The company closed down soon afterwards. She now works in digital health as CEO of a company called Telspec and does a lot of keynote speaking. I've never read the word empower as many times as while researching this. Thank God for the ability to skip cutscenes. Also the fact that in an adventure game, really you only ever make about 5 seconds of actual progress every 15 minutes. Now, did I have to remember that number? Because once again, I didn't.
Let's see, what did the geek say? 5, 3, 2, 0, 6.
I didn't slow that down in editing for you, by the way.
Well, comm badges aren't much good if they're not authorized, are they?
Yes. Am I allowed to do this? Access authorized to the personal quarters, recreation area, and research laboratory. Well, wasn't I there already? Like, what was the point of that? Can't access Blake, Yokohama, Johnson, or Hamilton.
It's time I should think about getting out of here.
Try going down the lift again. Is there anything I can do now? We did not receive, fundamentally, anything that could be used as a screwdriver.
Maybe something incriminating.
This guy's voice acting is growing on me, and I don't know if that's Stockholm Syndrome or something else. I don't know what to do next. And this game is so obscure, I doubt there's any sort of walkthrough.
No, a piece of this would be just about right.
For what? For what? What is your plan? Maybe I need to shut this down first. Unfortunately, I can't see what's happening behind this huge panel, so I don't know if this is working at all. We talk to Scientician again? I feel like going back up isn't the answer. No, the nerd doesn't want to talk to me. Why would he? We manhandled him. Maybe we have to turn off this first or deactivate it in some way?
Let's go down.
Nate, please, help me help you. Did you shave your head willingly? Or because it was a last resort? Which I suppose still would be willingly, but there's less of a choice. That'll impact how brave I think you are. Did you do it because you saw Armageddon and went, I could pull that off? Or were you in Skullet territory? You feel like you could have been played by a Bruce Willis. Wait, is this a button I can press? This just does nothing, this arrow. Oh. Here, everything's a bare red, but over here, they're all green. But it might just be a different viewing angle. Does me moving from side to side impact the energy level of the room? That's a slightly insane thing to say. The random drumming is getting so old. I feel like I'm in that Goatee song by Tim and Eric.
Some hair upon my lips and on my chin. Is that a sin?
What do you want? Download hacking codes. Oh, for Christ's sake. New online language. Online programming. Corrupt code. Oh. I've gotten emails. Hang on, I've gone back into the Computron and gotten emails. More of a TV. I guess this is like a 3DO system. An unidentified spacecraft has arrived. Inside the ship are a few specimens that are unusually immune to the virus. Please capture them and begin emergency tests. Some items to check are blood type, DNA type, antibodies, memory loss. Please notify me when these tests have been completed. Mail sent. Thank you for sending mail. Oh, that wasn't helpful at all. None of these were.
Maybe someday they'll get the bugs worked out of the information hyperspace corridor.
What? Why can I...
Access granted.
To what? What? Where? What? I have been walking around this goddamn game for about 15 to 20 minutes, just clicking on everything. I think what had happened there was that I locked out the airlock by messing with the combinations of the fuses. And then maybe because my comm chip is now attuned to that nerd, I was able to go through. I've saved you the experience of that. There's no way any of that's staying in. But I think I've taken about a year off my own life. Adventure games. I didn't even know this was an adventure game.
Ah, standard issue taser. Finally, something I can use.
Is there a screwdriver attachment for that? Because that's more useful. There's also a lot of chimps in here. I've only just noticed the chimps. I don't feel great about looking at these chimps.
People shouldn't leave their keys lying around. Anybody could just take them.
Is this guy doing a Duke Nukem impression? I've never actually played Duke Nukem. I will at some point. Maybe there'll be a Duke Nukem members video or something. But from the snippets I've heard, it sounds quite Duke Nukem-y. I've said the word Duke Nukem too much. It doesn't sound real anymore. Not that it sounded real in the first place. Now, what would I use those keys on? First floor, please. Oh, it's just gonna be pods. Lots and lots of pods. And absolutely nothing I can interact with. Not an openable pod in sight. Kinda look like those Japanese pod hotels, which I think look kinda fun for an evening or two. You wouldn't want to stay in one long term, but they look neat. Really, my ideal bedroom might be a pod. I knew I had seen the word ARA somewhere before, and it turns out it's some sort of anime thing. According to a couple of sources, ARA essentially translates to my, oh dear, or in English, and is mainly used by older women. In real life, it can be used for mild surprise or shock. In anime, it's usually used in a suggestive way towards younger men, by attractive female characters and mothers. As one Redditor put it on an r/anime thread, if you had a weeb to furry translator, ARA would probably translate to, oh whoa, what's this? I resent that I know this now, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't intrigued. Oh god. Sorry, I thought that was an alien or something. It's just me. Can't shoot, still can't interact with anything. I'm really just looking for a screwdriver. How hard is that to find? That might be a chimp, loose and taserable. That is the sound of something that is susceptible to electrical shocks. Nate, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Never mind, I can't interact with it at all. It won't let me go near the chimp. Walk! I'm clicking as hard as I can. I don't know, would a chimp be more resilient to a taser than a human or less if it was built for a human? I might give it a heart attack. It's a risk I'm willing to take, Nate. Do it. Fine, have it your way. We'll just go back downstairs, shall we? Rarely have I hated anyone more than you, Nate. Wait. This one's activatable. Oh, going up and down that lift a few more times has paid off. There was a period of time in the 90s when game design seemingly boiled down to how small can we make an interactable area? Because around here, nothing. But if you go right here, something.
Some kind of lock.
Well, I have some keys. Oh my god, we're going to give bananas to the chimp. Also, there's tools.
Well now, I've got a use for these.
Do I? Oh, that's a wire cutter or snips or whatever. We can get the cable with that.
Delicious. And an excellent source of potassium.
I hate you so much. I think it's worse that you're trying to be funny. Well, I know what to do with a banana. You lob it at a chimp. Do chimps even really like bananas? I don't know, but we're going to give it to him anyway. I didn't think we were ever going to get to this point.
That's right. Oh, it's busted!
You were actually going to try and electrocute the chimp! Yeah, I knew it! Oh god, was that a QuickTime event? Am I going to die? Don't kill me! Don't rip my face off! I've been so long! Oh god! I'm hanging by a thread. I'll see you all in about 25 minutes.
What's going on?
detected. Access denied.
Do I have to piss? Is that actually part of the puzzle? Do I have to piss and wash my hands?
Yes, it's always good to wash up before you start wasting people.
Access granted.
This time, I'm gonna go back in here and use the snips first.
Just snip this one and...
What's going on?
I mean, I'm back now and I have most of the items again, but I don't want to go to that monkey. I don't know what we can do. These all might be Sierra game style dead ends, or they might be that I need some insulated gloves in order to use the snips, or I need monkey batteries in order to power the laser, you know, something like that. Oh, and also, I found this here. Just pixel hunting. Nothing around this area works. You have to really hone in there before something shows up. So every time I go to a screen now, I am doing this over it to see what pops up.
Power screwdriver. Man can't have too many tools, I always say.
Okay, now we know where to use that. Not on the monkey. I shouldn't call it a monkey, it's a chimp. Please open this up and don't kill me, please.
Now, how do we get this thing apart? Screwdriver. And it's a Phillips. Well, it's my lucky day.
That is not a Phillips. What the hell is this?
Universal power cells.
For your laser? Your taser, sorry, the wrong one. Now we can kill the chimp! Oh, it's all coming up, Nate! I kind of wish we had boots, although I'm constantly walking around barefoot to the point where my partner gets quite mad about it. Apparently my feet are leathery and disgusting, according to some. Let's kill a chimp.
Here, chimpy chimpy. That's right. Oh, it's busted!
No, it isn't. Refill it. Go down. Jesus Christ. Is it still angry at me? I hear its rage. I thought I was just going to refill it because I had a universal power cell.
Here, chimpy chimpy. That's right. Oh, it's busted!
Fine, leave the chimp behind. I don't need the chimp. What do I use the power cell on? Okay. I think I might have done something here. There is no visual representation on any of these buttons, but I've gone through and clicked all of them until nothing in this room appears to work anymore. That shower disinfectant airlock door was locked off when I was just hitting random buttons. So it does something. Now I can't use that. I can't use the television anymore. Doesn't come on. Can't go in the shower. Can't use the replicators or whatever these are, or the recycling unit. Oh, the recycler might still work, it's just that I don't have anything to put in the recycler. I'm taking a chance, okay? And I'm gonna go over and see if I can use the snips.
This will do very nicely.
Holy Christ, that took longer than you'd expect. That chimp is gonna have its brain cooked.
Let's rock.
It's not so universal if you need to snip a cable in order to make it work, but okay. The voice cast for this game includes well-known figures such as... No, just kidding. There's absolutely no information on that. I can't find anything on IMDb or similar sources, and Moby Games doesn't even have a credit section for this one. The manual, which once again is only available in Spanish, just lists the voices for the Spanish dub. I found the name of the composer through the manual. Mark Mitchell worked on this game, as well as several other Artec and H+A titles, and went on to work in various sound design and art roles on games such as Need for Speed Most Wanted and Prototype 1 and 2. I refuse to forgive him for those drum fills. I still hear them. I also see that the lead designer was a guy called Rick Banks. He was one of the founders of Artec and most recently worked as a media director for Watch Dogs 2. The other designer was a guy called Paul Butler, and this game is listed nowhere on his IMDb or anywhere else. It feels like this game was wiped from existence. Now I need to remember how to open this one. I think it was this button. Oh god, I'm good. I can't even muster that much enthusiasm for my normal boasting.
Access granted.
I'm broken. I just want to kill the chimp. Why do we have a plastic fork?
Come here, boy. Yummy.
Yes! You picked the wrong psychopath to mess with, chimp! Say hi to Jacko. The horrible thing is that I still don't know why we killed that chimp. Virus. Okay, we have a sample of the virus if we want it, but I can't seem to activate it or anything. And I can't go any direction here. Break through this, or... I just want to make progress, and you're being so awful about it. It's hard to even say your name. You're gonna make it difficult to play you as well? Like, what was the chimp stopping me from doing? I can't even loot the chimp's corpse. You'd think that would be the minimum. Oh, I'm getting rage shivers. That only happens with a very select few games. I'm fine with difficulty in games. It's obtuse, irritating difficulty that aggravates me. What? No. No.
Oh, security.
Shut up a second. No. What the hell was that? Why could I go in there now when the monkey's dead? I did that basically as an attempt to kill myself.
If I can just get this. What? Oh, he's seen me.
Die!
If you kill that chimp, you're able to go through the vent. Now, I don't know why that is, but I had tried everything else. Also, the game is stuck on loading now, so it might have crashed. Oh my god, don't crash at this point. I'll actually end my own life. I've been here for so long. You don't crash now. It crashed! Ow! And I'm back. I played through that entire game again for you. It only took about 7 or 8 minutes. But that 7 or 8 minutes I will never get back. Because I can feel that we are close to the end of this and I want it done.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah, that makes sense. First genuinely funny thing you've said, Baldo. Oh, thank God. Thank God it puts me back here. I was so worried for a second that was just going to end me. It's almost merciful. This might be one of the least merciful games I've ever played. I'm not going to give it any credit. I might just crawl back into the vents and live there. Lockers. Steal some shoes. Oh, thank God I've got my helmet back. I don't have to look at my face.
Dress to kill. Alright. Let's do it.
Do what? Oh no, we're back to this gameplay! Well, at least it's not... Oh god, it's almost as infuriating. What in the name of God is playing in the background? City Pop Funk? Please come out and so I can shoot you. It's like hellish whack-a-mole. You might already be dead, I don't know, but if I move forward, you're gonna kill me again, aren't you? Smash. Kill. Kill. Everyone die. I'm sick of it. I just want everyone dead. Maybe even me. God, I'm cool.
This must be the lab. I can't wait to get out of this hellhole.
They should have just killed me in the first place. I thought the game had crashed again and was terrified. Very, very awkwardly framed, so I just see my ass and thigh in shot. Oh, it's back to adventure game. Okay, cool.
Alright, let's pop this top. Gotcha.
Was that what I was meant to do? I've been slightly unsure of my goal for a while now.
Subject, Nate Remus. Analysis, immune to oblivion virus. Recommendation, anesthetize for exploratory surgery.
They should have anesthetized me more.
I'd love to donate my body to science, but I'm still using it, thanks.
They should have done a better job. They need to fire their tranquilizer guy. ARA NGC 6397 received mixed reviews, I think. It's hard to find anyone who even played this. I haven't heard of a single magazine listed on Moby Games. The critic score is made up of an average of just 4 publications and works out to 59%. The common thread is people complaining about the length. It felt like I was playing this for days, but for a full price game, it is actually extremely short, even with the esoteric solutions. Gaming Entertainment Monthly said, "It was fun to
say the least, but the gameplay and story was way too short. The adventure part was way too linear, as you had to do certain tasks in a certain way. If you messed up at one point, you have to start all over in the level.
They gave it a 59%, right on that average. The highest listed review was Game Over's 72%, which says, "The intro speech is really cool and the gunshot sounds are awesome. Even your other anti-terrorist team member sometimes says something like, 'Get that one on the right.' You pretty much shoot the terrorists, which is really fun, and you have to go through stairways and passages to find the antidote." I don't want to be mean, but that particular review reads a lot like a child's book report. The lowest score I can see was from Hangar, which I believe was a Croatian magazine.
"I don't know how H+A can be presented as one of the leading multimedia publishers when they do such bad games."
That's so mush-mouthed.
"I don't know how H+A can be presented as one of the leading multimedia publishers when they do such bad games. Keep your money for better days."
As for retrospective reception, I can barely find anything. No user reviews on either Moby Games, Metacritic, or My Abandonware. I can find a single comment on a site called Backlogged where someone calls it "so good, but so broken." The Collection Chamber echoes a lot of the contemporary criticism, saying the game is basic and clunky, that you will die and often, and called the graphics handsome, but also said it's likely you'll reach the end disappointingly quickly. The music implies I should be shooting, but the game is implying I shouldn't be, because I can't go into shoot mode. Where are you going, Nate? Do you have a way off this ship? How many guys do we think there are? I'm gonna bank on 2. Nope! It wasn't 2! Oh my god! This game hates the concept of checkpoints. I'm just gonna hang out here for a second and make absolutely sure nothing else is around. It doesn't feel like there is. But if I walk forward, it'll probably kill me again. There is nothing I can shoot in this tiny rectangle I have to work with. Everything's dead. Nothing has come out for about 30 or 40 seconds now. I've been waiting. I'm gonna move forward. Why did it work that? You know what? I'm just not gonna question it. Thank you for letting me out.
I'd love to stick around, boys, but I've got an antidote to deliver. Come on, baby. Fly. That wasn't so bad.
I am staring daggers at my screen. Well, we finished it, everybody. Are you happy? I kind of am in a sick, twisted way. What I'm about to say is going to be shocking and unforgivable to a lot of you. I think I actually quite liked it. I liked its weird sense of humor. I liked how it looked, despite the ugliness of the main character out of the outfit. The gameplay is a mix of the most basic on-rails shooter you've ever played, and one of the most annoying adventure games I've ever played. You don't even really get to do puzzles. It's just trying to avoid deaths more than anything. You don't have to input any codes or solve anything. You just find the item and it auto-uses it in the right place. Or kills you. Depends. Oh, they have a credit for Monkey Wrangler. Off. Play again? Absolutely not. Are you insane? I don't know if I could possibly recommend this in good conscience. I'm glad I played it. I feel like I'm a fundamentally different person now. I'm never gonna forget Nate. I'm never gonna forget killing that chimp for no well-explained reason. Why in the name of God did killing the chimp allow the vent to be used? I'm still angry. I can see no reason that worked. I just went and looked up a walkthrough the one that I found on YouTube, gets angry at the game after too many deaths, and skips that bit of the game, and then skips right to the ending. So I don't know what the hell was going on, or what the meaning of it was. As far as I know, this might be one of very few, if not the only, complete video of this game on the internet. So that's an achievement in and of itself, I guess. This is a bit more loosey-goose than some of my other outros, because I just don't know what to even say. I don't know what terms to take this game on, because it's not quite a comedy, it's not quite taking itself seriously, it's not quite an adventure game, it's not quite an action game. I don't know what the hell this is. Blessedly short. If this was another hour longer, it would have actually killed me. We did not keep our little assistant alive beyond the first stage, and there are so many items that we picked up that seemingly did nothing. The plastic fork, the USB stick, these did not come into the game at all. There must be branching paths, or alternate endings, or something. Maybe we just got the good ending. The plot is barely there. There isn't really a story to this game. It drops you right in, you're confused pretty much throughout as to where you are and what you're doing, and the ending is as abrupt as anything. There's nothing really to comment on. It's all just quips. The writer had a day off, and this is what they spat out. I'll be leaving a link to this game in the description like always, so feel free to check it out yourself if you want to go through this. I don't know if that's a good idea, but if you're also a masochistic idiot, you might get some enjoyment out of it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I kind of did. If you did, I would encourage you to watch other videos on the channel, as well as liking and commenting and subscribing. All of these things greatly help, and help the algorithm as well. Allegedly. They constantly change that thing up. I don't know what I'm talking about. You can also become a member of the channel. For just €1 a month, you gain access to occasional extra videos, and you also get a warm feeling of helping the less fortunate. I stream on Twitch 3 or 4 times a week, depending on the week. I'm on Discord, where you're free to join. I have a Blue Sky. All of these things will be linked in the description, like the game, which I mentioned earlier. Regardless of what you do, thank you so much again for watching, and I hope to see you for the next one. Bye! Oh, I feel like I've been slapped by a bear. Goodbye, Nate. Don't call.